stable.
Hello guys, and welcome to the next episode of Formula 1 2010 Career Mode. We are at the grid and away we go. We're in 24th position as per usual, starting off. So we are now going to try to get past Timo Glock, who's in front of us. I'm not a fan of this track, so yeah, we're going to go down the inside and we're going to hit our teammate Truly in the back. But we managed to get into 20th position here, just getting past Alguersuari, who was swerving all over the track slightly. We're going to try to change our wing now, but we're going to go on the inside of Truly and Bruno Senna to get into 18th, which is quite good. So we're now going to get a good exit out of there, and Chancok's gone a little bit wide, so we've got a good exit on him, and we're going to try game past him on this next corner. We'll make a nice move, cutting the corner slightly, but we get past him cleanly, so I'll take that. We're in 17th position now. We're going to try to get past these two, but Hulkenberg pulls out in front of us and doesn't allow us past. But Hulkenberg now just has a battle with De La Rosa, and we squeeze past him going quite deep into the next corner, but we still manage to make the position, which is quite good for us. We're now going into this corner. I'm not very good through there. The very wide I have to go through there. It's off camber slightly, so you know. Catching up with Suttle now, who's obviously in a faster Force India car. I just want to apologise, there's the bin men outside bringing the bins in, so if you hear any like loud bangs, that's who they are. But anyway, going into the last corner now, the engine temperature.
Watch for any counter.
The engine going very hot here, so now we're changing the aero once again, just to try make sure we have as much speed as possible down the straight. So we're now going to go into the first corner, which is basically a hairpin, still trying to gain on Suttle, but Hulkenberg behind us is putting in great pace behind us. We go a little bit sideways into the next corner once we skip on to near the end of the lap, and Suttle is in front of us still, with Hulkenberg behind us. Our tyres are beginning to wear, so quite rapidly on the third lap. Nothing happened on the second lap, so it's getting quite feisty here. Hulkenberg still managing to catch up with us. We go a little bit sideways, the back end loses traction going over that curb, but we managed to keep it on the road. Suttle still gaining on us, to be fair.
He's just put in a new fastest lap.
Putting in a new fastest lap there, someone did. But Suttle still pulling away from us. All our tyres nearly orange now. There's still only the rear left is yellow still, which is not good, but we're in on the fourth lap now, in 12th position as we gain positions through the pits, which through the pits, which is pretty good. So we've got De La Rosa behind us. Hulkenberg went in the pits, so we're not doing too badly. Still need to gain, so we go on to the end of the lap now, with Suttle still ahead of us, but we might gain positions here. Yes, there's cars in the pits as shown on the minimap, which is good for us. So it's telling us the pit at the end of this lap, which I think we'll go with, as our tyres are all now orange. So we need to get into the pit for safety, as the back tyres I can feel losing grip as we come out of the end of corners, which is never good. As you can see there, we're having to take a wide entry because we don't want to hit as many curves as possible, because the back end will just shoot out and it won't be very good for us. So we're now skipping on to the end of the lap once again, in 11th position after taking Hamilton. So pitting at the end of this lap, 3 of our tyres now are red, which is never good. So we're going to come into the pits now, going around the last corner that we need to go around, and hopefully we'll go a little bit wide and we use the curb slightly, but we're going to the corner. We're going to go fairly slow, and the computer takes us over, going around at 90 odd miles per hour. We go down to 61 on the limiter. We're going down the pit crew now, or into losing positions, but hopefully we're going to go to the end, to the Lotus garage, and hopefully have a fairly quick pit stop. Decent one there, 4.3, which isn't bad to be fair, so hopefully we can, telling us to watch out for traffic, so hopefully we can get in front of these two behind us, Chancok, and we do manage it, but on cold tyres, so the the tyres locked up at the front, so we managed just about to get in front of them. With Alguersuari quite far ahead of us, to be fair, we're going to try catch up with him now to the end of lap 7. So we're trying our very best to catch up with Alguersuari. Chankok we've gained time on Chankok as he's in a much slower car than us. But to be fair, our car's not too quick in the first place anyway. So anyway, we're going to the last corner now. Going to try to go down the straight. Try not to hit the wall. That is not a nice wall. I hate it. In every single F1 game, I've hit it at least once. So Robert Kubica is now in the pits. So we're going to try to get past him. He's just come out. So can we gain on him? We have. We're just going to get past him now. So good overtake from us there. We're now on to the end of lap 8. There's more cars in the pits, so we're going to gain positions from 17th now. We lose power a little bit with the back end spinning, so we're going now on to lap 9, and we managed to overtake Alguersuari, so we've done a nice overlap on him there. Going two places up on where we wanted to be. Anyway, so yeah, we're going in with De La Rosa now in front of us, trying to gain to him as. Yes, it says there Kubica is catching up with us quite rapidly right now. So Webber's saying now Webber's in first place, which he's absolutely storming away with this season, I think. It's quite a good corner from us with these tyres. I'm feeling quite confident with. The front left is now has yellow stage wear, but that's our quickest lap of the race, 1:26 dead. So that's quite good. But we gained some positions in the pit from the people in the pits there, and we end up in 14th position, which is decent. Kubica is still gaining on us, so we're just going to have to try battle and keep him behind us the whole rest of the race. We'll go to the end of lap 11 now. We're set for a new quickest lap, but only 0.06 of a second quicker. We're going into the second to last penultimate bend. As you can see, 3 of our 4 tyres now are yellow wear, which could be good, but there's another car in the pits, which we're going to try to take over now. We're in 14th, and this is going to make us go to 13th position, and we're now on the 12th lap. As it says, it was De La Rosa gone into the pits there, so we've gained 13th position, and we've got 2 laps left, so it's not looking good to score points here for us today. Not the best, to be fair. We're now going on to the end of lap 13, meaning that we just didn't gain any time on Felipe Massa, who... It's quite a surprising result for him if he finishes in 12th, because he's in Ferrari on this game, so not good for his constructors and his own personal driving. But Kubica is still behind us. He's also had a car gain behind him as well, but I don't know who that is. So we're going into the first corner now. We're doing alright. Kubica, as you can see, his arrow popping up every now and then. But they're just pushing me forward, and I've got quite a good exit out there, so I've gained a little bit of time as we go into the famous bend here. We managed to get another good exit, and can we go across here? Yeah, we clipped the curb slightly, and we just managed to get away. We've gained about half a second on him, which is quite good. We're due for another quickest lap here, only by 0.02 of a second, so there's not much in it, to be fair. My pace wasn't up to scratch in this race, and I'm not happy with it. But we're going through the chicane here, managing, just try not to hit the curbs so we don't spin out, because them curbs are definitely... Mark Webber finishes in first, as predicted, seeing as he is running away with this season. In real life, not an actual championship winner, but I reckon he should have been. Vettel at Red Bull was just a bit of a dickhead, to be fair. But you know. So as it's saying there, Kubica is behind us. I think with 2 corners to go, we can still keep him behind us. But we're managing to keep him behind us well, and we've gained on him. So we should be finishing in 13th. Not a good result, to be fair, but not a bad result. We don't get any points, but it's decent. Finished 13th, started 24th on the grid, which is decent, and 1:26 dead was our quickest. We didn't beat it. So as you can see, he's not overjoyed, but we finished 13th with Webber, Rosberg and Vettel taking the top 3, and our teammate down in 19th. We're in 14th there with 18 points, and Kobayashi's just above us there. We're in 10th in the constructors with 19 points, me taking 18 of them, and one of them's from Trulli. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.